Hi there, welcome back to Dukascopy TV. I'm Ben Jones. Brazil have released their unemployment rate today, and although it's a seemingly positive figure, it may be one of the only positive aspects of the economy at the moment. On the line to discuss this with me is Irene Mia from the Economist Intelligence Unit. So Irene, I'd like to begin by discussing Brazil's current economic outlook. The last annual GDP figure showed a contraction of 0.9%. This is the first contraction since 2009, so what's causing this?
Well, a number of factors. First of all, we have seen really a weaker macroeconomic management, especially in the past 2 years, by the government of Dilma Rousseff, coupled with government intervention, which have soared investor confidence. There have been also external factors, including the Fed tapering, which ended in October, a weaker outlook for China, obviously, the crisis in Argentina. Argentina, let's remind, is actually a very important market for Brazil manufacturing goods, especially autos. At the same time, there's been a very long monetary cycle tightening, which lifted the Selic rate to 11.25 in the last meeting, and that obviously have had an effect on investment and also on consumption. So yeah, I would say all those factors combined, and in particular really a worsening in investor confidence and consumer confidence connected to the macroeconomic management of the government.
Now, with the economic outlook being so gloomy, some Workers' Party officials are suggesting giving market-friendly officials from outside the party high-profile economic posts, returning to a formula employed by Mr. Da Silva. Do you think this would have the desired effect?
It could, obviously, if those figures are given full autonomy in their decision, which I'm a bit skeptical about, because Dilma Rousseff has really shown to be her own finance minister in the past. She has a tendency to be a bit of a micromanager. So, and she is an economist, so she does really want to influence the macroeconomic management of the country. So yes, if these figures are given full autonomy and power, it seems that she's moving towards such a scenario. I mean, the last we heard about the finance minister, the new finance minister, is having Meirelles, who used to be the central governor of the central bank between 2003 and 2010, is a very well-respected economist and figures. So one of the ideas was for him to be finance minister. The last we heard yesterday, I guess, is that it would probably be appointed again to the central bank with Tombini, the current governor, in the finance ministry. But at the moment it's all speculation. We don't really know what she's going to do, and I think there's going to be still the risk that she's going to intervene and continue to intervene in macroeconomic policy.
And finally, the unemployment rate has been released today. The figures remaining relatively low, so would you say that the labour market is something Brazil have significant control over?
Yeah, I mean, that has been one of the main campaign, victory of Dilma. It's true that unemployment is at its lowest levels in years in Brazil, and it's true that it has, the labour market has been surprisingly strong in the face of the technical recession Brazil experienced in the first 2 quarters of the year. We saw all the sector, including agriculture and even manufacturing, continue to hire. But at the same time, what we've seen in the last few months has been actually the fact that finally, I mean, the fact that the economic activity has been deteriorating is reflecting in the labor market as well. So if we look at September, for instance, we had the worst reading in September since 2001. New jobs have been created, but much less with respect to last September, for instance. We see that especially the manufacturing sector is starting to suffer. So definitely it has been one of the strong points of the past administration. But I think if the economy continues to suffer, also the labor market we're going to see the labor market suffering as well. I mean, obviously in a gradual way, and as record level at the moment. So it's not going to be something very dramatic, but we are going to start seeing some negative impact also on the labor market figures.
Irene, thank you very much for joining me today. That's all from me for now. We have plenty more updates and exclusive interviews lined up for you, so keep clicking back.